Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I have OPI bottles that keep running out of the frame. Hello. So today, as you guys saw on the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be reviewing the OPI Spring 2022 collection. It's a collaboration with Xbox. Here you have it. It's 12 polishes. So let's get into it because it's a lot of them and I do have a lot of things to say. One of them is that I was very excited about this collection because I've been a gamer since I was a kid, basically. Never played Xbox, but I did play World of Warcraft very avidly for like a decade. And prior to that, I always had some type of a game that I was playing, but it was usually on PC. I'm not really like a console type of person. But anyway, so yeah, I'm very excited about it. It kind of like mixes two of my things, polish and gaming. So that's pretty good. All right, so that's it. Let's get into it, okay? I'm gonna go in the order in which the stickers came from Polish Pick. If you guys saw my previous unboxing video, they did send the stickers. So whatever order they gave is the one I'm gonna be going over. Here you guys a quick sample of the collection. So let's get into it. All right, first up we have Quest for Quartz, and this one is a very beautiful, dusty vintage light pink. I know it's a mouthful, but that's how I feel about it. And it does have a very delicate silver shimmer going throughout. This one was opaque for me in two coats, and it was easy, but I did do a first thin coat and then like a semi-float on the second one. But it was fine. I like the color and I like the formula on this one. I did take notes as I was swatching, and I'm looking at them right now because not all the polishes behave the same. So let's keep going. But so far for this one is a yes for me in both formula and color. All right, up next we have Pixel Dust, and this one is has a foily detail going throughout. The base is like a corally pink, I would say. The formula was very easy. It has a lot of coverage to be a jelly, and I got full opacity on the second coat. Now, even though the formula was really good on this one, I do not like this polish. It has nothing to do with the quality. I just personally don't like it. And guys, I often don't say that I don't like a polish because I like them all. This is one of those that I saw it on me. I was like, this is not it. I don't know why. I don't know. It was the mix of the base color with the foily thing. I don't know. There's something in it that I don't like it. The name is really cute and the formula is really great. So if you do like it, please go for it. And just personally for me, I made a note to say something because I don't often get this feeling of like, I don't like this. All right, up next we have Racing for Pinks, and this one was a two-coater for me, but I do have things to say about it because I felt like the first coat was kind of streaky, and it's weird because it's not a chalky cream. It does feel kind of squishy, but then at the same time, it was streaky on the first coat. And so the second coat was fine. I did do like a little bit more floating on the second coat to get it more even, but it was so weird because I did not expect it to be streaky. And I felt that it was a little bit hard to work with for what it is. I'm not used to that because OPI does pinks very well. So I was kind of confused by this one. It's like, you almost want to be a Crelly, but you end up being a streaky Crelly, which is kind of like contradictory because Crellys are great. I don't know. It's kind of like weird formula. Just, heads up. And maybe for some of you it won't be. I don't know why. For me it was. Maybe I expected it to be like super good and it was kind of tricky. I don't know. But anyways, I did like the color. I have it here in my notes. I'm looking at it. It's a beautiful color. But it was kind of weird to apply. So that's that. Up next we have Suzi Is My Avatar. And this was one of the first colors that I noticed and loved it immediately because I love so many pinks like this. I'm a sucker for like light corals, and I feel like light coral and kind of like salmon pink are the same thing. But anyways, the formula for this one, I actually did not like it. I had to do 3 coats for my picture, for my swatch picture that you guys are seeing or just saw here. And it was kind of like weird. It's the same kind of like Crelly that wants to be awesome and squishy but super opaque. But it was streaky, and I kind of felt like as I was applying, I got patches. It's more patchy than streaky, which is so weird. I'm not used to that from OPI at all, so I do not know what's going on, but I do have to let you guys know about it because it is what it is. So anyways, and I love the color so much. So I probably will put up with it for this color, being honest, but be aware, it's weird. Up next, we have Trading Paint, and this one's like a creamsicle type of orange. It's showing more yellow on camera than it is in person. In person, it does lean a little bit more creamsicle. And this one was the same exact formula as the one I just showed you guys. I had to do 3 coats for the swatch picture, and I did end up doing that whole, floating the second coat a little bit. The first one was kind of like streaky and patchy. Again, unexpected. You know, I didn't think it would be that way because they do look kind of squishy. Like if you apply a super thick coat to a small nail, you're gonna be fine. But the second you have to start playing with it or you have longer nails, that's when things, and I know because I started painting my thumb, which is usually a bigger real estate to paint than the other nails that I normally use. So I started to notice that. And I also noted it when I did the small nails. So definitely these are tricky. I don't want you guys to get any surprises, if you get them. So, all right, next up we have Heart and Console. A very, very clever name. Really like that name. It's a jelly with like gold, pink, and like the shimmer is a combination. But I see light gold and pink the most. It has a very, very good formula, easy to apply. You can see the nail line after the first coat, but for me, I couldn't see it anymore after the second. And I'm wearing it right here in my right hand, but I have like no nail line. I'm like complete nubby on my right hand. So, you won't see any nail line, but I'm saying like for me, it was fine after the second. I do have in my notes that I like both the formula and the color. And, like I said, I'm wearing it here. So very good. But if you have longer nails or like a stronger nail line, maybe you're going to need 3 coats. But it was very easy to apply. It was joyful to play with. No struggle whatsoever with this one. So, all right. Up next, we have The Past is Always Greener. And this one, I think is like a light, very light lime green of sorts. I have in my notes that I kind of maybe didn't like the formula, but it wasn't that bad. So I have it like in an in-between, and I do love the color. So I definitely would put up with any formula of streakiness or patchiness for the color. And so I ended up doing like a thin first coat and then lightly floating the second coat, and that was fine. I didn't need a third one, not even for the swatch picture or anything. So it's not like a super easy, like, oh my God, wonderful formula, but it's not the worst. So it's okay. Okay, up next we have Sage Simulation, and this one I think is like a dusty seafoam green, and maybe that's sage because the name has sage on it, so that's fine. And then it has like this really pretty kind of green shifting thing. So, anyways, the first coat was a little patchy, but it was buttery, and then it was even for me on the second coat. I have here in my notes that I kind of struggled a little bit with the first coat, not looking very good. But in the second one, it was fine, and I really do love this color. I don't think I have anything exactly like this, but I did show you guys on my unboxing that I have a couple of them that came to mind. But when I pulled the bottles, they weren't a duplicate by any means. So very happy with this one, even though it was kind of like on the first coat. The second one was good. I'm happy with it, and it's unique to me. So all right, up next we have You Had Me at Halo. And this one is like a lilac that leans a little bit blue. And then it has a bunch of like silver and blue glitters. They're very, very tiny, but you can see them. I'm wearing it on my left hand. And I do have in my notes that I like both the formula and the color. But I did notice that this polish is a little bit streaky, but you cannot tell because of the effect that it has, all the like shimmers and glitters and stuff. You cannot tell, so it doesn't really matter. And then it was opaque for me in 2 coats. I do have a little bit of nail line on my left hand. Not nail line, I meant growth. Like my left hand is longer than my right hand. So even then, you cannot see the nail line. If you have a stronger nail line, maybe you're gonna need 3 coats, but it was easy to apply, it was easy to work with, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I didn't need it, so I'm showing 2 coats here on my left hand and on the swatch, and it was fine. So, all right, up next we have Can't Control Me, and the control is spelled as CTRL, which is like the keyboard, the key on the keyboard. This was like a purple leaning blue. It gives me like cornflower type of vibes. And the brush was messed up. It's still messed up. I fixed it like 3 times and bristles keep coming up, but that's nothing to do with the color. So anyways, it has like a slight pearly shimmer. It's very delicate. You can barely see it, but it's there. And then the formula was a little bit streaky and patchy on the first coat, but it evened out fine on the second. So it's not too troublesome, but it also wasn't great. The formula wasn't great. I I found a bunch of issues with a bunch of these polishes, and I don't know what's going on. I had no problem with basically any OPI whatsoever last year, and this collection I have a lot of colors that I'm just like, what the hell's going on? I'm not used to this. OPI has fantastic formulas, and they've already like all their polishes lately have been so good. I don't know what's going on with these pastels. All right. Up next, we have Achievement Unlocked. And I say all right because this is the best cream formula here. I think it's like a lavender. Would you guys agree? It's like a lavender purple. Very beautiful formula. So I don't understand. This was perfect with the second coat, and even the first one was beautiful to apply. This is what I was expecting all the other ones to be, and they're just not. So I don't know if they messed up because there's no way they could have meant for the other pastels to be how they are. This is what I'm used to. This OPI formula on this polish is what I'm used to. It needed two coats because it's a pastel and it's very light, and those are normal that they're not one coaters. But even the first coat was really, really good. So, I expect to do two coats. I don't expect things to be one coaters. But I also don't expect things to be kind of like hard to apply. Whereas, most of their polishes that I'm used to are like this. So anyways, this one was really, really great. This is what I expected the other ones to be. All right, up next we have Newberry, and this one's the purple. I don't know what it is. Is this plummy? Is this eggplanty? I don't know. It's a cream purple, and it was almost perfect at one coat. I did do two, and I said the previous lilac lavender shade was the best cream here. No, this one's the best cream here. The previous one was the best among the pastels. This is what I'm used to, and this is fantastic. I love both the formula and the color, and this is my favorite name from the collection, Newberry. The noob is like in gaming is what you call someone that's new to a game. It's kind of like a play on words in like newbie, but noob, and oftentimes we spell it with zeros instead of O's, which is I think what they're doing here. Yeah. These are zeros in the noob. And it's kind of like a playful way to like make fun of someone that's new, but it's not like a hateful make fun. It's kind of like a playful pulling someone's leg kind of thing where it's like, oh, you're a noob, you don't know what you're doing. And it's often just like a playful thing. People brush it off and move on. But yeah, it's a very used word actually. People say it to themselves like, oh, take it easy on me, I'm a noob. It's kind of just, I'm starting. Anyways, I thought it was funny because it's a word that we actually use all the time. So pretty clever little name on this one. All right, guys. So now that we have seen all of them, you already know my least favorite is this one. No specific reason. When I wore it, I was like, nah, no, I really don't like this at all. So this one is the Pixel Dust. Not for me. I think my favorite is not actually any of the ones I'm wearing. This time I just feel like wearing shimmers. I often pick and wear one of my favorites. This is not the case. I have already worn these two. I gravitated towards them, so I really like these two. Even if the formulas, the first coats are not perfect or whatever, it's fine. I really like the color. And I really, really like the color of the pastels. We'll see if I end up reaching for them. This one's fantastic. You guys know I'm a sucker for these lilac lavender type of colors and has a good formula. So this is a good one. Overall, I'm a little conflicted on this collection, to be honest, because I'm extremely biased because it's a gaming collection. I already said that at the beginning. Being a gamer my whole life, I played video games very avidly for like a decade. And so anything that's gaming related, I'm going to be biased. But when it comes to the polish, I have to be honest with you guys in the quality. I don't think these pastels are good, except this one. So good, not good, but it's worth it for me because of the color. Same with this one. And these two are not that good. They're not. We can find other colors by OPI with the same color and a better formula. So I do like that we got finishes because even if this one wasn't my favorite, it does have a foily finish that I know a lot of people do like. And not that I don't like foils. I do like foily finishes. Just I think the combo of this color base with this specific shimmer was enough for me. But we did get some beautiful pearly shimmers like these two that I think are nice, and even the other two that I'm wearing, they're fun too. These were good. So I don't know, overall I'm a little conflicted. I don't think I can say that I absolutely love every aspect of the collection, but I am happy that I bought it because, like I said, I'm biased and I like games and the colors are pretty. When you put all the colors together as a collection, it looks cohesive. It looks cohesive. It looks very nice. So I don't know. I'm not even gonna say if I recommend it or not. I already gave you guys all my thoughts. You can decide for yourselves. I'm gonna link below where I bought these polishes. I got them from Polish Pick. I do not have a code, but I'll link everything down below. And that's it. This is a long one, but I actually had a lot of things to say. So I'm sorry for rambling so much, and I appreciate you guys coming to my review. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And I think I'm supposed to say, like, please like, comment, and subscribe. I always forget to say that. But please subscribe if you found some value in this video. And that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.